Connected to channel Theo.
I can't let you go, our hearts won't mend. And I don't wanna lose it all again. Don't wanna lose it all again. So don't go messing with my mind, telling me it's okay, 'cause I don't wanna lose it all again.
Madam Fabulous says,
Bald.
And beautiful. Good morning, Madam Fabulous.
Stare.
Theo stare. Where are my glasses?
Theobald.
Theobald and beautiful stare. Good morning, Madam Fabulous. How are you?
Muhammad Def says,
Good morning, base code wave.
Good morning, Mohammed. How are you?
Madam Fabulous says,
Good morning.
I love how matter of fact your balds are and stares, and good morning is good morning.
Loaf says,
Today is the day Theo becomes an admin.
I can feel it. I can feel it. Good morning, Loaf.
Madam Fabulous says,
Doing well. Rolling over back to bed having done my duty.
Theo's live. Gotta remind Theo he's bald. Honestly, what would I do without you, Madam Fabulous? Where we last found Theo,
I'm glad you knew my exact thoughts so I didn't have to type them.
where we last left Theo, he was trying to... That's right. The web token. We were trying to craft a JWT to pass to No, we weren't going to use that. You know what? You need to start the box turbo. Sub roll ISS IAT issued at expiration. Okay, those are going to need changed. And I'm going to need something in the future. Oh, it's April 1st. Wonder how many goofy little things we're going to see from the internet.
Mikum says,
Good morning, Theo. I hope you're well. I'm a lurking on Arc.
Good morning, Nick. How are you doing? No problem. Thank you for the lurk.
Agent 57 says,
Happy New Year.
Fucking Happy New Year. Good morning, Agent 57.
Standing right in front of door. Will I ever get used to make the choices when I'm not even so sure they are right?
Okay, happy April Fool's Day then, dude.
There you go.
Need you in my life. I never wanna feel like this. Never know. Wish I could run away from all the doubts and what ifs. Sick of questioning myself. Guess we're all a bit afraid. Don't tell me that we're gone too far to try it again. Hope I get to have the strength to start all over again.
I don't have to change the box. That's the new token.
Tigran says.
See, Theo.
Good morning, Tigran.
Everything's gonna work out.
Loaf says.
Echo file name and pipe is not the correct way to send data through curl.
You can cry till you think can't cry anymore. Cause we think too much and feel too little. Want you by my side, need you in my life. I never wanna feel like this.
For starters,
Okay.
Echo is going to echo a literal string, you want cat.
Agent 57 says.
What are you working on?
Sick of questioning myself. Guess we're all a bit afraid. Don't tell me that we're gone too far to try it again.
Principle on Hack the Box.
Trying to start all over
Loaf says.
And you second, curl doesn't accept post data like that as far as I know.
Okay.
Agent 57 says.
Sweet.
Loaf says.
You don't need to use a login endpoint at all. Once you generate a valid JWE, you have a session. You're already logged in according to the backend service.
Agent 57 says.
Have you only just started it now?
Loaf says.
Halfway through.
But you've missed a step. If you generated a JWT, you need to use that to create a JWE.
Drama's so fucked up. That little voice inside your head who says you're not enough. Yeah, I've been through trauma. Yeah, I've been abused. But you're not gonna get it. You'll just say you do. Shows up in my reaction. It emphasizes
You copy the
Okay.
encoded JWT output to the other website JWE Encrypt tab.
and one day your love will disappear. If you can't sit with me on a dark day, if you can't pull me close when I push you away, if you're not one to forgive mistakes, I need you to walk away. I'm the worst at goodbye, and love always comes with that price. I can't do it anymore. Are you sure? Are you sure? Not just now, but forever. Can you love me?
And now you use the information from app.js to choose the rest of the fields and create a JWE.
The one thing I have never felt is safe.
The JWE output then needs to get set in your browser session somehow. Read app.js to find out where it's used.
But I already have those fields. Or no, the algorithms. That's right. RSA OAP 256.
Are you sure? Are you
A128.
Where did you get that public key from? You should be using JWK key format.
I think it generated it. Wait
So
a minute.
It's probably just a default value.
No, this isn't. EY is correct. What did it cut off?
Public key, not JWT. Bottom text box.
No, I know. I think it generated this, but I don't think the JWT is correct. EY starts with EY, but I don't end with OO. Oh shit, that won't work. Or will it? Yeah, it generates a public key. But it changes my JWT. I don't get this thing.
Clicking generate is resetting the whole template. Don't click it. It's sample data.
But I don't have a
Choose the
public key
drop-downs
then.
again. Click JWK on key format. And get the JWK data from the API. See the radio buttons at the bottom? Key format, PIM or JWK. Now you go get the JWK from the API.
Oh, what API? From the login form?
React.js at the top. So many web routes starting with API.
Oh, okay.
Const JWKS endpoint, const auth endpoint, etc.
Is this it?
Raw format might be better. It needs to be valid JSON.
Oh, so the whole thing.
And it won't be the whole thing, just the key you need. In this case there's only one key. The JWKS endpoint is an array of keys, there's a single key in the array.
KT, Y is RSA, E is AQB. Kid?
Keys, key 0, key 1, key 2. That's it.
So I was just about to ask if I need the brackets too.
Double check your fields. One looks like it might have an incorrect value, but it might still work. The drop-downs.
RSA. Yeah, it changed. A12.
Late night talking about our fave memories. Drinking like if there's nothing to take care of. Promises when we
Inner JWT sign with RS256.
kissed, face and pretty smile. Remember, baby.
Okay, now that whole chunk of stuff is your JWE. Find out where to put it,
Yeah. The songs we sang,
and refresh the login page.
wish we could go back to those nights where
app.js will help you know where it should go.
Red Click says.
You.
What happened to my...
Loaf says.
Right click open a new tab, always best option. From the Network tab. If you're not familiar with or comfortable grokking JavaScript, tell your LLM that you have a JWE and you need to put it somewhere. Here's the script th uses it.
Its app says.
Are you up early or still up? Lol.
Good morning, Dr. Deadclick. Good morning, it's Hap. Nah, I just got up.
Morning.
Loaf says.
And then do the right thing in your off-stream time and learn some programming at speed.
Yep, I know. I need to spend some time on Portswigger Labs.
Agent 57 says.
It's hard to just get into this shit. You need so much knowledge.
Loaf says.
I 100% believe that programming should be mandatory education since primary school.
Yep. Yep. But they don't touch it at all. That's what my daughter's going into. She's been in elementary school and in a intermediate school. She's about to go to middle school, which is 7th grade. And they have not touched Scratch, any basic programming at all.
It's problem solving and logical thinking skill.
It makes me uncomfortable. Guess the feelings are mutual. To feel something so sweet in the thick midsummer heat, swallowed out by the undertow, right onto the shore. Tide came in like the sea and washed all over me. We're not holding back any hesitancy we had. To the fast lane we'll lose track.
Grab the public key.
Its app says.
I agree they need to know data structures and algorithms as soon as possible.
Loaf says.
Is it telling you to use curl? SMH.
It is telling me to use curl, yeah. Here, you can see the whole thing. I'm not trying to... You can... Once you forged it, use it like this. It's just a bunch of curl commands.
Ask it where you set it in the context of a graphical browser.
Lips up, let's take it slow. Heart sets another tone, and I hate getting vulnerable. But you can have my whole soul, and we're not holding back any hesitancy we had. To the fast lane we'll lose track. I hope it won't crash. Second gear into overdrive. Second gear into drive. We're burning the rubber and biting the dust. There's nothing to it, starting
In the console, paste it. It's in what? Storage? Auth token.
You can write what it gave you on the console tab, or understand what it's doing instead on the storage tab.
Second gear into overdrive.
And it's not a cookie.
This ain't what I signed up for. Fighting relentlessly.
Well, we always gotta keep score. Our words are a weaponry.
Is it too hard to ask to revive what we had? A sky full of stars and the world in our hands. I wish that our futures be more like our past. Can we make it last? While we slowly fall apart, I try to save our damaged hearts. Will you try to mend the scars? While we slowly fall apart. While we slowly fall apart. Stars full of While we slowly fall apart. This ain't what I signed up for. Sometimes it don't feel real.
Every night's like another war. Love is a battlefield.
Is it too hard to ask to revive what we had? A sky full of stars and the world in our hands. I wish that our futures be more like our past. Can we make it last?
While we slowly fall apart, I try to say,
Auth token is the name.
will you try to mend the scars? While we slowly fall apart.
i.e. the key. Your JWE is the value. That was the JWT.
Oh my god. Well,
Party hat.
we got there. Now I'm I should really do that again a couple times. Thanks for stepping me through that, Loaf. It's been 3 streams now.
Because you're able to spoof a valid JWE, you can technically become any user in the context of the website, not that you need to.
In this instance.
Things that I run from, they keep hunting me down. No matter how far I go, they wanna drag me to the ground. You're the reason.
Potamusi, thank you for popping in chat. Let's take a quick break and fix that.
It's much easier to poke around a website in a graphical website rather than via curl smile.
Potamusi says.
Hello.
Yeah, it's good to know that, but right, I mean, I've seen people, Gar or Tiberius, like, when they're website hacking, they're not doing a lot of it from the command line. Try exclamation point start now, Potamusi.
Just tell me we can do this over again. 'Cause I just can't accept that this is the end.
Lowercase. Sorry.
Forget the memories and everything we used to be. I know when that you're gone.
There you go.
I do too. 'Cause I'll be crying if I lost me too. One day you're gonna miss me, baby. I know one day you're gonna hurt like I do too. 'Cause I'll be crying if I lost me too. Forget my name, erase my voice in your heart. Look for another place. The best fades away, like the sun at the end of the day. Release your wings and please fly away from here. Our time ran out, like a shooting star. Flying you
All right.
where you can shine. Baby, you're so
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
memories and everything we used to be. I know one day you're gonna hurt like I do too. 'Cause I'll be crying if I lost me too. One day you're gonna miss me, baby.
So
I know one day you're gonna hurt like I do too. 'Cause I'll be crying if I lost me too.
can I write a quick
Life
note for
is-
this? Let me write.
You would be a script kitty if you didn't smile.
Lost me too.
Okay, so what did I do first? We actually navigated to the login page.
This is what makes you a hacker.
All right. Let me get rid of this token. All right. And the JWT stuff is still here. So, oh my God, quit. Stop it. Okay. Just like that. 1 hour. The public key came from the API endpoint. Which I lost. I have it here. API auth. Right. What blows up everything? That should, great, go back to the login page. How come? Oh, look at that. How come I'm not getting a response from this? I mean, it's right here, but I don't think it matters.
Could be a browser bug. Firefox only recently released a fix for one I sent them a while back.
Oh, okay.
Scott 1969 says,
Theo, you big sexy. How is your morning?
Good, Scott B. How about you? How's it going?
Pretty good. Just happy I don't have to stress about results right now.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Is that because you've already done a round of testing, or you just, you know what I mean? Or are you just good with where you are right now?
Like frostbite, burning up.
Both of the MRIs came back negative and looked good. I did
Good.
not hear that from my doc, but my friend works at the imaging center.
Great.
Keeping on, see smiling me, but I'm still lost. Nothing seems to work for me. I don't wanna keep on fighting, keep on climbing up the tree. I don't wanna touch the sky anymore. Things you're not meant to see. When I go so close to flying, nothing seems to appear. So deep I can't even cry anymore. My eyes can't open up. Try pull myself out, but I'm still stuck.
Nothing in this world
Dean
that's
Jack Zero
worth
says,
having comes easy.
Hey Theo, I'm getting worried with how good AI agents are becoming in red teaming space. News about AI agents successfully pwning entire ad environments, finding zero-day vulnerabilities, like the Claude conference, or being used in attacks by APTs are becoming more and more common.
I done.
I was thinking about trying out red teaming for a while, but the transition seems pointless as average AI will be better than me. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of things that are better than you.
Even crying.
There's a lot of things that are better than me. There's a lot of people that are better than me. I don't have the answer for you. I can just tell you what I'm doing. I'm using it as a tool. I'm using it as a tool right now. Like, in my opinion, and this is not this, that too. And this is my opinion. Some people don't agree with me. And I welcome that. But like, everyone, you know, everyone's at a different point in their career. I think AI at this current moment is a force multiplier for you. I would be using those red team tools that are all over the place right now. I would even leverage something called Red Run from the company that I work for. It's an AI that does all that from beginning to end. will hack a machine. It's used for CTF, for hack the box or try to hack me. But what's great about these tools is that, yeah, you can use them as intended, but then you can give them additional instructions and say, but I want to know what you're doing. I want to learn what you're doing. And I need you to explain step by step as your agents are running what's going on, and teach me like I'm 5 years old or whatever. And then I'm going to let what Loaf said, because it's accurate.
Loaf says,
A tool still needs an operator.
In my opinion, people want to work with people. They thought when the internet came around, it was going to revolutionize, and it was going to reduce the workforce, and it was going to, like, you know what I mean? And it did. It did a little bit. It reduced the workforce. It was going to save all this time, and there's other things that work, and it didn't quite work out like that. But people still wanted to work with people. Like, I genuinely think that if I'm a business owner, yeah, that's great that your company uses AI. How do you use it? I want to know like what I'm using. But then also I want a person that I can email and talk to about the finding. Like, great. I have a 100-page report from the AI with a bunch of generated words on what I need to fix. Great. I still want to talk to a representative from the company and understand what's going on, what can I fix, what's the most pressing thing, that kind of thing. You're not going to get that from an AI. At least not right now. If you're talking about the future, I don't know. I could just tell you that I'm embracing it, and I'm using it to learn and expose myself, wink, to as many things, as many concepts as possible. Does that help, Den? Here, I'll give you the company's red team operator. Not red team operator. It's CTF solver. Did I scare you off? Was that too real? I think it's public.
Cold nights trapped in our memories.
Yeah, it's public. Here you go.
Sometimes it feels like losing my mind.
That's a good one. Or you can use my cobbled together pen test coach.
Language models also don't always do the right thing or the best thing. The other day I had it generate some C hash code to generate the base 64 encoding of file content. It used heavy allocations and byte arrays all over the place. If I hadn't have known any better, I would have used this generated code as acceptable because it did what it was supposed to with the limited test cases. Knowing what I do, I knew that if it were given a file which were gigabytes, it would take up 2-3x that in memory. So having knowledge on something allows you to improve upon what it does by directing it to a better path.
Yep. And that's applying what you already know. It's applying what you already know to be true about TV, radio, internet, social media. You need to question, and you need to understand. You need to question things, and you need to understand things. And you don't understand things until you start to interact with them, and until you start to study them. So Dan, I don't know if you're still here, but I'd start studying.
It ended up moving from 33 milliseconds to encode an 8 megabytes file to taking 1.7 milliseconds, performing no unnecessary allocations and using file streaming.
Nice.
So minimal memory usage for large files.
Mm-hmm. I got normalization to work, Loaf.
But you have to know things to achieve the best results, so never stop learning.
Yep. Never stop learning. I like that. Normalization, Loaf, took 12 hours and eventually cost $50.
What were you normalizing?
The pricing across this that price hound thing that I'm working on. My next step is going to be to ingest new prices. TTS broke. Don't speak. Oh, there was an @ reference in there. Oh yeah, that's Theo.
Connected to channel Theo.
Oh, I hear you. Well, yep. I don't know what I was doing. So
Loaf says,
Like, get it to write the scripts for grabbing products, get it to write a script for normalizing the results of that, but by Lord don't get it to actually do those things itself. So much API usage.
yep. So we did write scripts for grabbing products, but not for normalizing. For whatever reason, it guided me to grabbing an API key to have it do the normalization. But I'll tell excuse me, if I have to normalize data again, I'll have it to tell. I'll tell it to just write a script for it. Yeah, you think that's what it was? I'm gonna be surprised.
$.
Anyways, I think I scared Den off. No? Yeah, Den's still here. Okay. All right. Yeah.
XD.
If it's smart enough to do those things, I wouldn't be surprised if it's smart enough. I mean, it is Claude, but still.
You see the Claude Cly leak yesterday?
Yeah. Did you see everything they found in the Claude leak? Like, genuinely, I was thinking, like, my God, they're just developing away. There's like, one thing after another that they're releasing. I mean, they're probably working at a decent clip, but all of those things are there.
Sorry, Dave.
They're already there. They
afraid
just
I
haven't
can't
released them
do
yet. I don't know about that, Den. I think it gets the job done and is getting better, maybe. I'm not. Yeah, so Loaf will be a bit better to answer that question.
Muhammad Def says,
Crazy.
It is. And it's going to get crazier. I can't stress enough, like, learning the skills. I can't stress enough learning the skills.
Considering some of the code I've seen humans write, cleaner absolutely. People are garbage pigs when it comes to writing code that's clean and readable.
I love how Penguin was going through the source code to the to Painful Bot and Twitch Hack, and knew it was written by an LLM because of all the comments in the code. That's how we know an LLM, because no human would write all that.
Sure.
Would write all the
Writing
comments.
the code? No.
Mm-hmm. That. Yep. That. Okay. Opening JS reveals principal internal platform with authentication flow, which I copied, I believe, but I think I copied some other stuff. Yeah. Okay, so, and then from this, then, from this, where did I get? Okay, I remember now.
The reason why I didn't write the more optimized code myself is time. I suggested the correct path and got it to test and benchmark 4 different iterations, but while it did that, I could do other things. It's time efficient.
Hexable Sex says,
Can't sleep?
No, I slept. I went to bed 9:30. Got up about 4:30. So I got 7 hours of sleep. Money doesn't sleep, Hexable Sec. Welcome back. Good to see you. By the way, super jealous of that check mark you got
Oh,
there.
nice, we slept at the same time. I got this like 7 years ago, man. You'll get it eventually.
Maybe we should all just get along with each other and put away our problems, or whatever it is. We just need to forget about everything.
Agent 57 says.
The tick is only for verified. He handed his ID over.
Loaf says.
No, I thought the check was
I made a
for.
new account rather than hand over any of my personal details.
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
smart. No, I thought the check was for partner. Is that a different check?
Hexable Sex says.
Lol, it's for Twitch partner. Back then you need to average 75 viewers and bring value to the community.
Loaf says.
The check is Twitch verified user.
And partner must be something else. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm gunning for. Um. Hexable Sec. I'm not sure if we talked about this, but are you in? I mean, you're over. I believe you're overseas, across the pond, as it were. Are you in cybersecurity, or are you in a different field?
Hexable Sex says.
It's an achievement, but it's not a big deal. We are all still human. Also, I've been gone for like 7 to 8 years, so the old community was pretty much gone. Yeah, I'm in cybersecurity.
What do you and what's your specialty? This is so clunky.
I started in web app, but I pretty much do internal, external, web app, API and then cloud config reviews.
Cool. One of the viewers recently had just had a question about let me see if I can grab it real quick. You can respond to it, because I feel like someone in the industry for a while. This
With
was
all of that experience, I still suck at CTFs.
no, it's more about the about AI and stuff.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I failed dosed an OSMR.
This was Denasak. We call him Den. I'm curious other people's other people's thoughts on it. I'm not typing all that shit in again. So header, payload.
I think it's still worth it. The MISPs will eventually reduce the amount of personnel that they have though. But some of our clients declines to have any AI assistance in pentest or red teaming.
Yep. I agree.
With that being said, learning how to hack AI is the next thing that we should all prepare for.
Yep, I'm on track with that too. I'm on track with that. I took a Jason Haddock's course on attacking AI. There's so much material. I'm still going back through it.
Loaf says.
Imagine setting a piece of software off in an actual environment and it decides that deleting files or accessing confidential information is an okay thing to do.
Like it gets to the
People
point
have
where
better
it
judgment. LLMs have no intelligence.
It gets to a point where it's like the only way to keep it secure is to delete it.
Agent 57 says.
Did Pierre send you that?
What, the attacking AI course? No. Nope. I sat through it. The company paid for it.
Hexable Sex says.
Yay, I need materials for it, lol.
Agent 57 says.
Geez.
Whoops, sorry. Some companies are, Den. Not all companies.
Companies will always make mistakes.
Yeah, some companies are, not all companies. Some companies are just like firing from the hip and YOLOing implementation of AI.
Ahahaha, and then they get their GitHub creds and Stripe API keys leaked.
I guess it was not the end when you said you didn't love me like before. 'Cause this person I've become doesn't feel like me anymore. And I'm far away from when I used to love me more.
We're over here in America.
Oh, I'm on the other side of the pond.
Agent 57 says.
Hex is American?
Loaf says.
Theo, technically for your notes. You made a JWT token, not a JWT signature.
Thank you.
Hexable Sex says.
Like Asia, but I work Eastern cause Asian companies pay shit. Dick.
We ain't found shit!
Loaf says.
The last field in a JWT is a signature field, but there wasn't one in this generated JWT because of the ALG. None.
Agent 57 says.
Damn.
Hexable Sex says.
With that being said, I've been testing Gemini and Claude on some hacking and they both suck. Dick.
Would you mind kicking the tires on a on my company's agent? Where'd it go? If you would find interesting, or if you have the time. If not, no big deal.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
sure, give it to E. I mean, give it to me, I'll test it. This is the Claude agent, right?
Yeah, I believe it's set up for Claude. Yeah. I think you could use it with the other ones. I think you could port it probably pretty easy because everything is just markdown files.
Dean Shack Zero says.
I guess you guys are right and my perspective have changed. Ty.
There it is. They have a second one that has better agent orchestration, but I don't know if it's public. I don't think it is. Den, Hey, Dan, keep us posted. Like you, now that if you've done enough research, I think you have. Like, what are your next steps, Dan? What are you going to do next? The public key came from the API auth JWKS endpoint. Just think, what's the problem here? Is this? That's hilarious. My peripheral vision was cut off just barely by the mic.
Hexable sex is.
I'm sorry,
Oh
Dave.
wow, this agent is
I'm afraid I
detailed.
can't do that.
Yeah, I've told them, and I'm going to continue to tell them. Like, we have a blog on Substack. They have social media. X, Mastodon, LinkedIn, Discord. They have brilliant people, devs and pen testers, like brilliant. They should be a trusted resource in the community.
You are from Black Lantern.
I am, but I'm pretty new. I'm pretty new to the team, and I'm trying not to be cheesy, but really, I'm humbled by like how good they are, and I'm learning every day. Okay.
Bro, I studied with Jacob Holvik.
No shit. I'm going to do an assessment soon with Jacob, I believe. Yeah.
When I was new to security.
No way. That's cool. I'm on LinkedIn. I think maybe you were. Oh, yeah.
Yay, we both took our UPT at the same time, I think. He even has his commendation on my LinkedIn.
Cool. Does he know your profile from Twitch? Like I said, I'm going to see him soon, or talk to him soon. Excuse me. I'm gonna hear Mrs. Theo soon. I'm gonna take a quick break. There's my son.
Nah, I haven't told anybody about my Twitch. I wasn't planning on going back until this month.
Going back where? Wait, 7 when? 7 today? Yeah, today. It'll be in effect from. No, it'll be in effect until. Okay. Skits.
Schizophrenic says.
Please stop.
You, was that an Outlook email?
Yes, every business uses Outlook. Stop it.
Hexable says.
On Twitch, I just got back to Twitch this March.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Schizophrenic says.
They can wait till I'm in LOL.
No, they're good about working during working hours.
Hexable says.
Our corporate uses Google.
Okay.
V.
I'd be wrong. Excuse me.
But yeah, man, say hi to Jacob for me, LOL.
Yeah, absolutely. I just got to know how to reference you. I think you connected on LinkedIn. Am I right?
He knows me as Edwin if he still remembers me.
There you go. Edwin, and you took the EWPT? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the Uped. Honestly, I don't remember if it was Uped or Ipt. LOL.
Edwin from a certificate attempt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dean Shack Zero says.
Nothing in this
I was
world
thinking
that's
about
worth
trying
having
out
comes
offset.
easy.
I heard people who had done multiple domains in security are better valued, but had that itch that I would waste that experience. With what was said here, my perspective has changed, and I guess experience never goes to waste.
It doesn't,
That's all.
especially you don't got to stop. You don't got to stop. I appreciate the conversation, Den, especially if you're trying to figure out what you want to do. Quick thing on certificates. If you want to go after the certificate for knowledge, then go after it. But if you're looking for a job, you gotta, in my opinion, you gotta go after the. It wasn't Claude Code. I thought it was Claude Leak. You got to go after the certificate that the job description says that they want you to have, and that depends. And also consider going after and looking the
If you
Hack the
guys
Box
ever hire overseas,
CP.
I'm interested in joining
TS.
Black Lantern. Dick.
Schizophrenic
Yeah,
says.
keep an eye on their
You see the
website.
claw code leak?
I didn't think it was Claude Code. I thought it was just Claude. Or Claude Code. And you typed Claw. I think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, I think the rename is claw code written in Python and being developed in Rust.
I don't think we're talking about the same thing. Okay, so then we used this key. And JWK key format. And then we put that JWE output into the login forms storage. To the shit, what was it called? Auth token. Hate these stupid songs. Auth token.
Hexable Sex says.
I'm gonna take another nap before work. See you guys.
Sounds good, Hexable Sec. Thanks for stopping by. And then refresh the page. And see what it makes sense of all that. Web app recon app.app.js. Get request. This file is key. It documents the entire authentication workflow. Users submit from their comments at that thing.
Agent
User
57 says,
Why am I not a mod, dude? Do you not trust me?
You don't want to be my mod. Ask Nori, ask Spectre, ask Jess.
Why not?
Because
says-
then you're gonna
I
be.
used to be a mod. We don't do anything anyway.
Oh my God, you're yeah.
Connor Def says,
Lol.
Agent 57 says,
More of a reason to be here and have a sleep schedule.
You want to I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. I do a lot of things. I do a lot of the mod stuff on my own, but
Jeez.
like
It makes me uncomfortable. Guess the feelings are mutual. It feels something so sweet in the thick midsummer heat. Pulled out by the undertow, stepped right onto the shore. Tide came in like the sea and washed
It's all good, buddy.
yeah.
any hesitance to the fast lane we'll try. I hope we won't crash. Second gear into overdrive.
You can play it in chat now, but a lot of the
Am I still top?
oh no. No.
Yeti says,
I'm sorry,
What's
Dave.
that? Are you
I'm
doing a
afraid I
mod
can't
giveaway
do that.
again?
I'm not doing a mod giveaway again.
Loaf says,
Mod giveaway?
Actually, Loaf, you were, but you had to create a new one.
I'm not allowed to be a mod.
Why? Who said you're not allowed to be a mod? You were a mod last. You.
If I become a mod and they ask me for my mobile number again, I'm going to blame you.
Oh, okay. All right. I won't do that then. Yeah, Agent 57. You're not. Oh, you're fourth place. Let me steal some points.
Drogonov 308 says,
I gotta move to
People
network.
sad, but I
Network.
want to be your favorite.
Steal.
Theo.
Oh, 36,000 points. Dragonov, how are you doing today? Good morning, Yeti.
Muhammad Def says.
What is this website about? It didn't get it.
My heart is literally breaking on stream right now.
Lol.
Drogonov 308 says.
I'm doing okay. Would be doing better if I didn't have all these bills.
Yeah, you'll have that. I haven't heard Miss Theo walking around. As soon as I hear her moving, I'm gonna have to go up there and say goodbye to her. This is Twitch Hack.
Yeti says.
G'day Sursby 7H30 Coffee Fortnite.
Once you register with start, ! Start, and it'll give you the link to this. We used to play the game in chat, but as you can see, it got quickly out of control. There's Miss Theo. Be right back. So I'll leave this up.
Go crazy, I'm just living on my own and I'll go crazy, crazy for your love. Go crazy, I'll go crazy for your love right now. Go crazy, yeah. Go crazy.
It works pretty easily. So if you're Mohammed, if you're new, then you start an email and start with fish. And I think you picked up. No, you need to grab the evil jinx if you can. And then that'll help you with fishing. Wow, that was a lot in a row. Anyways.
Finding time to let myself shine out when the air is thin and I can't leave you right.
Muhammad Def says.
I think him in.
Yeah, you're in. Yep, we can see you right here. You don't have any points yet.
Agent 57 says.
Ha, but we all love recon.
Muhammad Def says.
Sad.
Yeah, so I inadvertently created a clicker game. We have boss battle too.
Lol.
Oh, but it looks broken. Let me just restart it. Maybe that's it. It shouldn't need that.
Base code Seb Giggle.
Agent 57 says.
Oh, Pure thinks he is funny?
What did you do?
I am taking my spot back at the top.
What was? Yeah, something's stuck there. Exclamation point join, quickly. Oh shit, join battle. Shit, sorry. It's join battle. Exclamation point join battle. Dragonov, you're not. You have to register. You're all breaking my hearts. Why is no one? Let me start it again.
308 says.
I'll start it again.
People sad. I wanted to play. I'll stop. People sad.
All right. Let's try it again. I have to restart the whole server?
Lol, I really hacked you today.
You are the one, and it's not that I don't want you. You can leave your name and number, but I'm sticking to the end of summer. You can leave your name and number, but I'm sticking to the end of summer.
Ready? Join battle. Why is it caching that?
How do I register to play?
It doesn't matter. Something's scuffed. I gotta go. I gotta mess with it again. Something's. I mean, that worked. But it shouldn't take all that effort to get it to spin up.
Connected to channel Theo.
All right. Dragonov, I think you're in there now. Patamusi, thank you for the follow.
Drogonov 308 says,
Sweet. Gonna beat some $8 punch trees for the fighter.
What's going on here? It shouldn't need to refresh like that. Can I steal again from Agent 57? Let's try to steal from Agent 57. Yeah, 69,000 points. I didn't realize I was still on cam. There we go. What the hell? That's it. That's fine. I'll give you a virus too. Jerk. 92 points. I need to change that.
Agent 57 says,
Wow.
You know what? It did go off. Okay. Let's keep looking at what. JW encryption, enter JWT public key sign at JWKS, JWT claims schema, endpoints discovered. Decision. The app tells us exactly how to exploit CVE 2026 29,000, hands us encryption algorithm, JKS endpoint, claims schema, blah, 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 blah. JWKS public key. The standard returns a 404. The actual endpoint is API auth JWKS. Oh, it is... Claude took a liberty to go to curl instead of... It's fine, let's test it out. Nope. Is no copy paste working in here now? That doesn't work, so I don't want you. Actual endpoint is API JWKS. Auth AWJKS.
Neil Pointer says,
Hey Theo.
Hey, Neil Pointer, how are you? Agent 57, why are you not in the... Oh, you're doing both. You're doing it in...
Loaf says,
If you, JQ.keys 0.
Agent 57 says,
Half an hour to steal. Question mark $# at $.
Drogonov 308 says,
Theo, go to work. We can mess with this another day.
Loaf says,
JQ.keys 0. Then you will get the first key only.
Yep. No, that makes sense. I'm fine with doing it in the browser. What I didn't like, what Pentest Coach just did, was take the liberty of. I was very specific in what I did, and it took the liberty to go back to curl. And I'm going to let it know that that doesn't work. This doesn't. Oh, maybe it's because I have IP in there. Oh yeah, no, that should work. But let's put just in case.
Do you have IP set?
I do. I thought I did. Yeah, that doesn't work. Why doesn't that work? Can I just get the what? How come JQ is not?
Are you on the VPN?
I am.
Is the box running?
Yeah, I started it. Maybe it's not working. No, because I'm going to the website. I'm interacting with the website.
Try not running with S.
Okay. Verify, okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm
Drogonov
afraid I can't do
308
that.
says,
Maybe turn it off and on again. Kate thinking lol.
Loaf says,
Did I?
Not running, wrong IP or wrong port / or VPN problem.
Drogonov 308 says,
Lol, that dad disappointed
10,
look.
129, 244, 220. Ten, no, yeah. 10, 129, 244, 220. 10, 129, 224, 244.
Ikshanyum says,
Can I ask a random question?
Absolutely.
I don't really understand callbacks versus futures. I was also not helpful.
Callbacks? Versus futures. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe someone in chat can help out. I don't know what you're talking about. Callbacks versus futures, like trading? Okay, now
Callbacks
do the
versus
JQ
promises.
thing.
Loaf says.
A callback is when the server tells you a response. A future is when you know there's going to be a response, and you check it later.
Drogonav 308 says.
Lol, I just watched that go over Theo's head.
A lot does. Hack the planet.
With Prime. They
Tagora.
subscribed for 39 months. Currently on a 39-month streak.
Holy shitballs. Thank you, Tagora. And with your Prime sub, you get one of those a month, and you used it on me. Thank you again. Tagora, how's it going?
Ikshanyum says.
Can you give an example with real world thing that maps to those concepts?
Whoa. I mean...
Loaf says.
https://developer.sony.com/develop/audio control API/.
Cool. Thank you, Loaf.
Agent 57 says.
Oof. Ha 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 ha! The power to silence chat. Ha 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 ha!
Goof.
Here. Poof. Shh. Shh.
Hack the Planet says.
Future is probably a corporate Bastion host that's only active for 3 hours a day.
Agent 57 says.
It's back working.
JWKS response has a wrapping keys that strip the JWK. Pack for JWT assumes that if the JWE decryption succeeds, the inner payload must be legitimately signed JWT. It never actually checks the signature, so we craft an unsigned JWT with algorithm none, wrap it in a JWE encrypted with server's public key. The server accepts it as fully authenticated. First, we craft the unsigned inner JWT with using JWT.io, using this header, using that payload. Note here, the IAT should be
Pointer says.
created.
JWT.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
With Hi. How are you? Hi, would you like to say hi to everyone? Kev thinks he needs to go outside. Huh. Is that right? Need to go outside? Oh my.
Loaf says.
Hi, Cap.
Hi, Kev. Everyone says
Agent
hi.
57 says.
Let him out for a wait.
Mule Pointer says.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're going now.
Dog.
I'll give him a treat.
Muhammad Def
Jesus.
says.
Good morning, bud.
Come on. No, you got to go that way. Good boy. Good boy. All right, let's go.
Drogonov 308 says.
He wants a treat too.
Agent 57 says.
Doggo. First will be mine.
Drogonov 308 says.
Theo, are you using Walmart tables as desks? You need to get yourself a fancy hacker's setup. I have a sweet setup and I'm not a hacker. Get something that you can put a dozen monitors around. You seriously need to build a nice setup. Tell Mama Drag says you can spend the money on that. It's your job.
What do you mean? Oh, that? Dude, I come last, Dragonov. I come last.
Loaf says.
I like Theo's setup.
Drogonov 308 says.
That is sad.
I don't think so. It's a desk. What do you need? What do I need? It's a table for stuff.
Loaf
He's
says.
back.
More monitors doesn't make a better hacker.
Agree.
Agent 57 says.
Theo's setup rocks.
Drogonov 308 says.
No. I just read something that dads and husbands put themselves last. You need to splurge on this. I'm serious.
Muhammad Def says.
Agreed.
Theo says.
Yup tub, F8 Gumby, no one like you but they like your mom, that why we took her to Pound Town in front of you dad.
Loaf says.
Dads and husbands can put themselves wherever they want to be. People have their own priorities and that's okay.
Wait. Nope. Wait. Sit.
Drogonov
My God, his breath
308
stinks.
I got a free multi-shelf rack mount server rack with multiple PCs, Raspberry Pis and monitors in my setup. You could have so much more fun and be productive.
Loke says.
Excited boy.
Hexable Sex says.
Kappa.
Hack the Planet says.
Theo has a Dell server in their smile.
Whoa, what are we talking about?
Dragonov 308 says.
Think about it, Theo. Watch some YouTubes tonight on battle stations. You'll get stopped. I'm serious. You'll be the coolest hacker on your block.
Don't care. I don't care to be the coolest hacker. I'm probably the only in my town.
Loke says.
We're talking about people who think that spending money brings happiness.
Mule Pointer says.
Hacker? Barely know her.
Heyo. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with that setup at all. Nope. I'm not going to let you tell me otherwise. Yeah, there's a lot of great desks out there, and I've seen them. It's not in the budget for me to spend. Like a good stand-up desk or a good desk is hundreds of dollars. Like that just does not compute. It just does not compute. Like that is all I need. I just need a place to put it, monitors and monitors in my laptops. I think I made good use of the boxes they gave me. I don't need anything else. Number one. Number two. What else here? Dev 2. Hey Gumby. No one like you, but they. Oh, very a useful contribution. Thanks, Gumby. Dads and hubs can put themselves wherever they want. People have the. Yep, that's priorities. I agree. Get a free multi-shelf rack, mount server, Raspberry Pis, monitors. You could have so much more fun and be productive. I'm very fun and productive. Thank you very much. And I do. Tagora, we do. We have a Dell server in here. I'm using it a little bit more now, Tagora. With on the Red Hat server. On the Red Hat.
Hexable Sex says.
This is the Red Hat.
You never know, your other neighbor might be connected to another granny's Wi-Fi.
Drogonov 308 says.
I'm just saying, you're at your desk for 10 plus hours a day. Get comfortable.
I am.
Spend the majority of your life there.
That's what I spent the chair on.
Only happiness I've got from spending money doesn't come from possessions. Vacations maybe.
Hexable Sex says.
It computes when you start making $200 per hour.
Drogonov 308 says.
I found stuff on Marketplace that I made into a sweet setup.
See, that's the difference. Are
says.
you...
Gumby isn't here?
He was on YouTube. It was weird, though. Like, YouTube didn't register the comment, but Twitch pulled it. It's weird. Oh, there it is.
We're all different. You want to show off your sweet setup, there's a Discord channel for that, Tom.
Theo says.
Yelp Tub, F8 Gumby, Theo beats grannies. Yelp Tub, Agent 57,
Poof.
Theo beats.
Ooh, it works for YouTube comments now, too. You guys are... You're cooked!
Drogonov 308 says.
Yeah, most of my stuff was really cheap. And it looks cool. I got an executive desk that I cut up with a circular sort of fit in my space.
That's the thing too. Like, are you?
Theo beats grannies.
You're overseas. You're not in the States, are you? Like, I'm not going on Marketplace.
Neil Pointer says,
do you want to just look cool?
I already look
Theo
cool.
says,
Yelp Tub, F8 Gumby, MM everywhere.
Drogonov 308 says,
maybe I'll send you a pic on Discord.
Yeah,
The
send me a
problem
pic on
is,
Discord.
I have sticky notes with my password. Yeah, bro, I'm in Michigan. Kicked your ass BTW in NCAA.
Oh my god.
Neil
Only a
Pointer says,
Michigan fan would
Got
talk shit on what? Ohio State's basketball team?
Agent 57
By the way,
says,
Marketplace for a 3D printer?
spectacular taste in head coaches, by the way. Dragunov. Spectacular. Head football coaches, spectacular taste.
Hack the Planet says,
I hate doing FB Marketplace in the US.
Yeah,
Every transaction is sketchy.
it so is. It really is. Maybe it's better up there in Michigan, but in Ohio, down here, it's awful. I hate it.
Drogonov 308 says,
Lol, Ohio sucks. Just kidding, getting your got up.
No Gumby
Oh,
says,
you're fine.
Theo is an ice cream stealing granny's puncher.
Lies.
Drogonov 308 says,
Lol, you got me there.
Okay, we can agree on that.
I'm sorry,
Hack the
Dave.
Planet says,
I'm afraid
For
I
me,
can't do
I'll
that.
pay the extra cash to buy retail.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I need to check out Marketplace again. It's been a while.
Drogonov 308 says,
What a train wreck the Michigan coach was. Dude's making millions and he throws that all away.
I
What a
mean,
doofus.
honestly, like what? Dude, you're the head coach of a national, like a college football team. And like, what are you doing in your spare time? How do you have spare time to do that? Like, it's not just Michigan. Like, it's just fucking just dudes, man.
Hexable Sex says,
At work time, boys. Wish you the best.
All right, Hexable.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Hack the Planet
Oh,
says,
I was
Next time I make
looking
a trek
at
up there, I've got a few new donations to the cause.
you. I owe you,
Mike
still
says,
owe you for the router,
You're also
Tabora.
cheating, just not as effectively, Tom.
Drogonov 308 says,
Man, I am with you right there. True. Why did dudes do that? Like, come on. Tail ain't worth it.
Like I said, dudes, man. Dudes.
Hack the Planet says,
Did I send you my router?
No, I'm talking about the Dell. I still owe you for the Dell. And that's actually the next thing I was going to look at was I still think the ASCII Cinema would be a good idea for stream. So then, yeah, I'm looking at, wait, a router? Yeah, a router is my next purchase.
Oh, I've got my Wi-Fi router. Don't purchase.
Just- I can't just let you give me. I mean, we'll figure something out.
Remember, I replaced everything with Unify.
I remember, yeah. I tell you what, I think I may be getting ready. I possibly could be getting rid of AT&T. That local cable company that we had that provided our internet looks like they're upgrading their internet to like, I could have swore the truck said 10G on it. Updating notes here.
Yay, my old router is sitting unused in the garage.
Yep, just got to work something out. I'll take them off you. If you're donating, I'll take them off you, but we got to work something out.
RN Ogumbi says,
Why is there a 20 seconds delay on YouTube?
Because YouTube sucks. Did you hear me, YouTube? You suck. If I don't take hours to produce my video, they hate live content.
Know that we'll hear you in 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's YouTube. It's delayed. It's just how it works. I'm streaming from the same. It's not like I'm going through Restream. Like it's all going through here. The stream starts through Twitch, and then it also goes through here. And then I have a multiple RPTS that it goes through OBS. I don't use like anything else. It's both Twitch and YouTube go through OBS. We've talked about this, man. JWT encrypt unsigned, the unsigned JWT using to go to JWT tab, paste the JWT from input JWT set algorithm, set encryption, paste the RSA public key from the public key field.
RN Ogumbi says,
No, I stream on both with on delay you if something set wrong.
Cool.
No.
I don't think I do, but cool. What is it? Is it the error about bitrate? The stream's current bitrate is 131, is lower than the recommended feature. We recommend you use bitrate, and it's cut off. 23,500. Can I change this midstream?
Probably.
23,500. Okay.
No, don't do that.
Too late. It's done. It didn't change.
It won't change until you restart the stream. Want.
We came, we saw.
Back already? Wow, that was fast. Oh, maybe that was it. I don't have that message anymore. I don't know. It still feels delayed. Set the encryption method. Paste the RSA public key. Click to encrypt the JWE. Inject the forged JWE in the browser. Key, DevTool storage tab, session storage, add a new entry, auth token JWE. Alternatively in console, Y session storage, the app token manager class reads auth token from session storage, attaches it to authorization bearer token on every API call. Setting it here is identical to what legitimate login does.
Yeah, don't worry, able at JSON letting you know.
Right on.
I've spent too many nights showing up at your place, and I gave you my heart from the start, but you pushed it away. 'Cause you stay, then you go, and you leave, then you don't. Guess I'm just collateral. It's right till it's wrong, and it sucks when you're gone. Feels so unnatural. I throw my hands up, beg on my knees, 'cause I need some love tonight. Baby, you can save us if you just try. You can make it all alright. That's what I need.
It didn't pull over.
That's what I need.
Oh, and maybe it expired.
And it's hard, and you swear that you try. But
Okay, got to go having surgery, see you later.
almost all of the time.
Oh shit, having surgery. I hope your surgery goes well, Gumby.
And you're out. Look where you got me now. If you want me to stay, better meet me halfway. 'Cause I want you around.
Loaf says,
Enjoy the bionic upgrades.
'Cause I need some love tonight. Baby, you can save us if you just try. You can make it all alright. That's what I need. That's what I need.
RN Ogumbi says,
It to fix me pooper.
Needs 'cause I need some love tonight. Baby, you can save us if you just try. You can make it all alright. That's what I need.
Colonoscopy.
And I gave you my heart from the start, but you pushed it away.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm out.
Okay.
Loaf says,
I thought that was just the camera thing.
Yeah, me too. Maybe they got to do that first.
Growing apart, further away. We're not how we used to be, making it worse with every word. We said some things we didn't mean. Words can hurt, love can heal. You're the one who sets my heart free. And I hope you never forget. You mean the world to me.
Ugh. I deleted Marathon. Okay, I gotta get Small Beanie Hacker moving. We're gonna try to raid Jackie codes. Seems like a fun time. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Agent 57, Dragonov, Hexable Sec, Loaf, Muhammad Dev, Nil Pointer, Gumby, Tagora. Everyone have a great day.
Agent 57 says,
Thanks for the stream, dude.
Poof. Yep.
Loaf says,
See ya, Theo. Good to see you get at the token thing. You at least became admin somewhere.
Absolutely.
Muhammad
Keep
Dev
working on it.
says,
Thank you, Loaf.
Base code wave.
Drogonov 308 says,
Take care, Theo. See you next time.
Loaf says,
Thanks for the stream.
No problem. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. There's a raid message.
Oh, that's for a dash. Hit. Strike. Oh my god, B7H3. What's up? How's it going? You're a penetration tester? Oh damn, you probably have a lot of stuff to penetrate with this AI stuff, don't you? Can we I was just talking about that yesterday. You're having a field, Blupo. No, I'm so sorry. Don't listen to my moderators. How is it going? Thank you so much for raiding. How are you doing? What's up, people? Oh, Footlong. Thank you so much for gifting. Let's go. Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome. I hope your stream was good. This one we don't need anymore. I am working on a game. Feel free to share anything. I'm just working on like an upgrade system for the game. It's like a dungeon crawler. There's a lot of test mode going on here. But we're testing the upgrades. Where here you go, this is Baldwin. See the upgrades, let's see if I fixed it. So if I click this, it should go to this one. Let's go! Great, okay, cool. So these will be the upgrades that you get. And yeah, in this game, you go through the dungeon, you see you start in the root room, and you have to try to find where the boss room is in here. You can choose different rooms. There's like different monster rooms. We're still adding more variety. Oh. And like kind of puzzles in the room as well.